Oh, just a bit of a chill out after work. Nice spot. My mate's built a little jetty off the dam. I'll show you. So you got the dam, not a big one, but still it's got redfin in it. It's got yabbies in it. Over here, got some lotus flowers. Let's have a look at them. So the young pups like coming down here fishing. Here they are. That's all right. So I think they cost, I don't know how much they cost. Close up. And if you take a look here, that's a little jetty and the fishing shack. They cast, they catch a few redfin. They don't keep the redfin, they throw them back out. Under here is where the ducks live. So I'm pretty sure they've hatched 3 little duckling hatchlings. So they're going to put them in the dam, they're going to live under there. I don't think the fox will get to them under there. So that's a nice little home for them. Anyway, today it's going to have a bit of a chat about attacking people. Hey, like there's an attack down in Melbourne, and a couple of guys turned up, hoodies on. So this old mate, he decided to grab a hammer and confront them. Guys, don't do that. Don't do that, especially when there's one of you. You know, you hear some people going up, oh, it was a gang attack and they ganged up on him, shouldn't do that. Do you know what? It's all about survival. Now, if you want to live in some sort of fantasy world, yeah, I guess one-on-one's perfect. It's not the way it is. It's not even the way I don't think we even operate now, but in my day, that's not the way we operated. We ganged up. There was a big group of us, all right, because what that means is we'll overwhelm the bad guys. Oh, the other team. I don't call them bad guys anymore. I just call them the other team. We overwhelm the other team without getting casualties. See, that's what it's all about. People seem to think it's about fairness. It's nothing about fairness. I'm telling you that now. It's nothing about fairness. It's about winning. Less casualties. That's it. That's all it's about. They don't give a shit how you win. Just win. That's it. Now this bloke pulled out a hammer and approached these guys. These guys took off. Came back with a whole mob. There's heaps of them. With machetes. So this guy grabbed his hammer and a couple of things out of the front yard and bolted, jumped the fence, got the hell out of there. Should have done that in the bloody first place. You know, I had a mate that did that once too. And it was just a group of teens where I lived, and I sort of, you know, and it wasn't one of my military mates. It was just one of my normal mates, you know, just never been in the military and that. But there was a party on, and some kids from another area, pretty rough little bunch, came in and started to cause shit in the area. He jumped in his car, chased them away. He jumped in his car, drove out of his driveway, chased them away. Mistake number 1. Because the young pups seen exactly where he came from. They came back, burnt his car in the driveway. And then, because they burnt his car in the driveway, his missus's car was sitting next to his, so that burned down also. Got it back on insurance, but what a pain in the butt. But again, chased after him. There was a whole group of them. Really, they were all over the place. There probably would have been about 15, 20 of them. What's he going to do against them, even if they're smaller? What's he going to do? Nothing. You know, people get a bit hot-headed and start doing the big chase thing. I've got another mate, got into trouble. He went to the pub by himself. Oh, I've got a few stories. There was a couple of, again, young, smaller, and they were baiting him. Right? They were calling him names, and he was just looking at them. And then they'd run off into, there was a pub and there was a group of trees, and they'd run off into the trees. And he said, you know what, Rob? I looked into the trees and I'm telling you, there was more in there. And I was like, yeah, I bet you there was. He goes, nah. I go, did you follow him? He goes, nah. And the other situation I was in, this one was my situation. It was 1992. I was coming back from the Balkans, because all shit was going on there. And I stopped off in London. I thought, I'm going to take a bit of a break. So I took a break and I went out, had a few drinks, and I was going home. And if you know London at all, I went through Hyde Park. Oh, actually, I didn't go through Hyde Park. I got to Hyde Park and it was pitch black. You know, and some people, especially women, don't cross a pitch black area. Don't do it. You know, it's bad. I wouldn't do it, and I didn't do it. I looked at it and I said, no friggin' way am I going through there. You know, I'm drunk, had a few drinks, and even the route I chose going along the road. I went past New Scotland Yard, so I made sure I was in front of all the cameras. But cameras don't help you. They'll eventually catch the perpetrators, but they don't jump down and help you out. But I made it home all right that night. But you got to watch yourself. Like this shit where you try and take on a whole big crew. Maybe if your mate's in trouble, your wife, your girlfriend's in trouble, you got no choice. Right? It's going to go batshit crazy. You got no choice then. But if you've got a choice, pull everyone back. If you're with women and you come up with a big group of guys, pull everyone back. Don't be a bloody hero. Heroes don't survive. In Hollywood they do. Rambo running around, killing everyone. And, you know, in Hollywood they do. In reality, heroes don't survive long. Sometimes they do, like hero survives. But when he's got the odds with him, when there's 30 of him, 1 of the enemy. Right? That's when they survive. That's what they don't tell you. They go, oh, he was a hero, and everyone's thinking, oh, he picked up a machine gun, stormed the machine gun nest, and killed 15 people. Not how it works, guys. If he stormed a machine gun nest, he was probably cut in half. But heroes just don't survive, so don't do it. Don't do it. You see trouble out there? Like I said, only if you really need to help someone, you've got to, this day and age, you've got to be prepared to die. 2 kids got hacked to death with machetes in Melbourne. So don't say, oh, you're overreacting. Not overreacting, not today. So, you see shit happen, learn how to avoid it. Unless you've got the numbers on your side. Alright? That's a different story. Always make sure you've got overwhelming force. That's the number one thing. Make sure you are the one with the overwhelming force. And possibly a little bit of surprise. Because most people don't expect overwhelming force and a psychotic attack. Right? They'll freak out. Most of them will bolt in every direction. Very, very few people will face that. But anyway, that's it. You know, it's all. Today's moral of the story. Shit happens, avoid it. Pull your whole team out, pull your women out, pull everyone out, send everyone indoors, get the fuck away from it. That's it. This guy was lucky. This guy, I think it was in Melbourne, this guy was bloody lucky to get away alive with his life. All right, he was lucky. That's all I'm going to say. All right, guys, take it easy. Chat later.